Good. And then we'll do this one. We're ready for our cocooning, which is just the magical Cracker Jack surprise treat at the bottom of our practice at the very end. We can stretch the swing out and get in. So we're going to get a big handful standing in front of the swing and slide it down. And this can be something that is done with the swing even really low, so your bum can touch the ground if you feel a little bit safer. Is that okay to get it in and out?
Do you want me to go all the way behind my back of my
knees? You want to get a big handful. So let's come on out. Let's try it one more time. So get a big handful, bunch it up like 6 inches in your hands. And then when you slide it down, then when you sit in, it'll slide down.
That's better.
So but not so much, because now there's, if it's bunched up at your knees, then you, when you go to lean back, you want to also make sure it's above your head. So do you have enough above your head? Will you lean back?
Here, let me try.
Yeah, one more time. You can get it just right. There you go. Good adjustment.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that there's enough behind us, so it's above our hair. So not bunched up at the neck, because we don't want our head popping out. And then we also want to make sure that there's enough underneath our legs so that we don't slide out. So bring it down nice and low. I will actually show the low version unless you want to try it. Do you want to try the low version? So we have the 2 variations?
Sure.
You want to try it? Okay, good. So I'll stay up high, and then we're going to have our, come on out. So hold on to the back of the swing and help yourself out, like pulling your the bicep curls, just to make sure. And because if you don't have enough underneath you, it will slide out suddenly, right? So I'm just going to bring it down to this one. So I'm not going to bring it all the way down so your bum's on the ground. So you can try it like that. Okay. So what I want you to do now, because it's nice and low, is put it behind you, and then you're just going to make sure there's tension on the swing, and then you're going to walk in. Okay? Yeah. Make sure. And so you're really close to the ground, which is kind of nice. Okay, and then we're going to do some nice gentle stretches in the swing from there. So everything you can do on the ground, you can do in the swing. Mm-hmm. So just make sure you have a handful, right? So not too much. Yeah, that was perfect. Ease and grace. We got it.
It felt right.
Exactly. Tension on the swing is helpful. And then, again, there were some times in the trimesters that they did not recommend bringing your legs up the wall. And then there were other times that they did. So just consult with your holistic practitioner on whether it's okay for you to bring your legs up the sides. But if you can bring your feet into the swing with your knees bent, open wide, this is called butterfly. And I'm going to just cross my arms over my chest. And this is going to be like your number 1 relaxation pose. Okay, so we're in the womb. So we're holographically representing and connecting to that womb space by curling up. Okay, so if you need a little bit more room for your arms, you can stretch them overhead. So I bend my elbows, let my fingertips dangle towards the ground. And then I can also, if there's room, if it feels comfortable, then I can extend my legs one at a time out into a V shape. How does that feel?
You want me to legs up the fabric?
Yeah, in a V shape. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the heels will hook if all goes well. There you go. Is that feel okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's like legs up the wall, right? And then, if for any reason that feels uncomfortable, we have these amazing leg loops that can be used, right? So just say the feet were sliding off and you weren't able to keep them on the edges, you can just use the leg loop instead.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit lower too.
Yeah, exactly. So usually what I do is I like to kind of slide it on a little bit. It's going to bunch up, but you kind of make sure it hooks the heel. And let's do the other one. Yeah.
It's nice to have a helper friend.
I know. Helper friend for this one. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that gives a little bit more space for the belly to expand too. So you can use the legs up the swing, or you can use the leg loops to extend. So I call those the leg extensions. Again, pretty obvious and straightforward. So I like the spaciousness And the leg loops could come down lower for you too, if you felt like just having them more kind of like at eye level instead of so high above your head, right? So there are lots of different variations that we can do to make it comfortable. My leg loops are a little bit lower, so it's not quite as deep of a stretch. And I really love extending my arms overhead. It just gives me a little bit more space for the shoulders.
But are your arms out?
Yeah, so the fingertips are dangling towards the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You can peek. Yeah, that's it. That looks so great. Awesome. So from here, we're just going to take our final relaxation. We'll end with like a happy baby pose and a mini plow and all that. But let's just kind of sink back for 5 minutes and enjoy the gentle rocking motion. If for anyone experiencing nausea or wooziness, you can just bring your swing down all the way so your bum is gently touching the ground, and then you won't have as much rocking. This is just a great place to drop in. Get your hips sink, your heart open, get your head relaxed back, feel completely supported. So nice to be weightless and to float. Letting the wind pass through the swing. Nice deep breaths into the belly. Typically, if I have a longer workshop, I leave like 20, 25 minutes for Shavasana, but at least 5 minutes at the end of an hour class is such a treat. Even 10 minutes would be appropriate for a more yin. And sometimes I'll even start with cocooning, where this will be the first pose we go to. And then we'll kind of expand out from here just to give people permission to drop in and take a break and hang out in relaxation if we're doing a particular exercise that doesn't work for their body that day. And that's a really wonderful way of approaching it as well. Just one more luxurious full minute of relaxation before we start to awaken the limbs again. Just connecting with your baby in the womb. Feeling that natural shape that the swing encourages, that's similar to fetal position. You can even soften the knees a little here and pull them gently in towards the chest if keeping them straight feels like too much on the back of the legs. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and bring more breath and more awareness back into your limbs. Breathing into the extremities and starting to stretch them away from one another. Maybe undulate the hips up and down a few times, wiggling the hip bones around to see how that feels. Maybe that will spontaneously go into some gentle windshield wipers or fishtail movement from side to side. Very good. And then from here, we're all going to bend our knees. Even if the leg loops are still on, you're just going to bend your knees and push the leg loops down towards the ankles. And this could be just a gentle child's pose where you wrap your arms around your shins, even with the legs extended. Right. So we want to leave room for the baby. So knees open a little bit wider than usual. Okay. And then we're going to gently remove the leg loops one at a time, letting the legs extend towards the sky and then out in front of you. And then second side, leg loop up, releases, leg extends towards the sky and then out in front of you. And now with the leg loops off, we're going to do the same gentle push-tail movement where we extend our fingertips away from our toes and rock our hips from side to side in a fishtail movement. Yeah, really good. Okay. And then let's just see if we can come into some scissor stretches. We're going to bend the left knee, pull it in towards our chest, hold on to the back of the calf, and then extend that leg out to the side so you're kind of like leaning into the left side of the swing. Yeah. Maybe roll the ankles around here for a gentle recline, scissoring of the legs. And then extend the left leg back out in front. Let's switch sides. Lift the right knee towards your chest, right? So bend the knee at first and then start to straighten the leg after you hold on to the calf, and then just lean it into the right side of the swing. So it's like you're lifting it, but then you're relaxing again. Does that feel good over there?
Yep.
Awesome. So just more of a gentle scissoring of the legs, maybe even pushing and pulling in the space to see how that feels in the hips. And then if it's possible, we're going to bring both legs up and bend the knees into a happy baby where you can hold on to the outer edges of your feet. Now this will only work for probably up until the second trimester, until the end of the second trimester, and then maybe the knees are just like, nope. But it does feel good to have the support of the swing, you know, and have it be a more relaxed position. And then feet are going to come together again, knees open wide, and just relax back into your butterfly, crossing your arms over your chest to complete. Typically, we would come into like a plow pose, but bringing the legs together and overhead is a little much, so we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
But in this position, if it's comfortable from butterfly, you can do a gentle pigeon pose where you take the right ankle and cross it over the left thigh, like we did when we were in our seated pigeon. So pigeon pose and opening up the hips would be okay, as long as the knee has been out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
So from butterfly, let's pick up the left foot, put that on top of the right thigh, and then just have a gentle stretch here through the hip. I like holding on to the foot, but you can do whatever variation feels natural. And right for your hips that day. And then we're going to extend both legs out in front of us. Hold on to the back edge of the swing. Bicep curl up to a seated position. Let your feet touch down. Now reach up as high as you can on the back edge of the swing, hun. Yeah, and then walk back and pull yourself up simultaneously. Yeah, just like that. That's beautiful. Safe in and outs. Okay, and I like to end in a namaste, feet in the center of the mat. Could stay there for a good half hour, right?
Yeah, that's cozy.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to pause here, and then we're going to come back with a little bit of a review, going over some floor sequences and standing sequence. We'll catch you for level 2 in just a moment. Thank you so much.